redistribute income does not work. In fact, it has the exact opposite effect. The wealth gap was growing under President Bush, but the widening speeded up dramatically under President Obama. Worse, the key constituency groups that had re-elected President Obama and got him in the first place in 2008, that's young people, single women, black folks, Hispanics, those four groups have all lost income, and they still have a very high unemployment rate at the end of the first 4 years or 5 years of the Obama term.
And you're talking about the gap between the haves and the have-nots.
Yes, that's right. The income gap up here versus down there. There's a gap.
Gotten bigger.
It's
under
gotten
this president.
much
Well, that's startling.
bigger.
That's startling.
It is.
Because he was reelected. And so you would assume that these particular groups of people voted for him the first time and voted for him again.
Correct.
So how do you analyze that? They're not feeling it in their pocketbook?
I don't think the last election was really about the economy. I don't think it was about money and finance. I think it was about social issues. That's my interpretation. The problem here is no growth. If you've got a growing economy, and I mean really growing, 4, 5, 6%, that's what you need. If you've got that, it raises all boats and tends to narrow the income gap. And no growth recovery, which is what we've got now, because of income redistribution, has the exact opposite effect. The wealth gap grows.
Of course, he's going to say that's what he inherited, but into specifically, you said those under 25, the decline of almost 10%.
Yeah.
Black heads of household down almost 11%. Hispanic heads of household down 4.5%.
Yep.
So you can't say the report card is strong. Stephen Moore wrote about this a little bit in the Wall Street Journal.
Look, these are hard numbers. This is empirical evidence. This is not spin. This is not theory. This is hard reality.
It's interesting because it reminds me of that woman who stood up, the African-American woman who stood up and told, was it Velma? Or, you know,
Velma Hart.
Yeah, Velma Hart.
That's
She
right.
stood up and she said, you know what, I'm so much worse off than I was when I voted for you the first time, but remember, after she said that, she said, I'm still going to vote for you again.
Well, here comes Obamacare. That will increase the number of part-time jobs, which tends to lower income.
Right.
All over again, you've got that income gap that's going to widen because of the president's policy.
The jobless unemployment rate right now is 7.4% in this country. For blacks, 12.6%. For Hispanics, 9.4%.
And so the list goes on.
If a Republican wants to gain some traction, they should probably welcome those numbers.
If the economy goes back to center stage in the next election.
Stuart Varney, your center stage. When? About 9:20.